Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Ashley, also known as aashwarr Plays, and it is the start of a brand new year. It's officially 2024 and I thought what better way to start off this year is with a mods showcase video for you guys. So as usual, I was cleaning up my mods folder and rather than deleting mods, I ended up downloading even more. And this time I did a revamp on all the override mods that I have in my game. So that will be the theme for today's video. As usual, I have all the mods that I've mentioned in today's video linked in the description down below. The model for today's video is Mimi Dreamer. She is featured in my Mimi and Windenburg Let's Play series, and her family is also going to be featured throughout this video as well. But let's get into the first override mod that I have in my game, and that is the aesthetic cast background. This is what the cast background looks like. There are 3 different variants, and this has to be hands down my favorite cast background ever. It is so stunning. There is another cast background that I like to use, and that would be the reflection cast background made by Fixated, and I get so many questions about this and I can definitely understand why. It's simple but it is so stunning, and there is a matching cast lighting that goes along with this mod as well. The next override I want to showcase is the CC wrench override made by Tiasha, and what this mod basically does, it replaces that big old blue wrench that you see on all of your custom content in cast and build mode with this cute little sparkle icon instead. I don't know what possessed the Sims team to give us that blue wrench, but this is always needed in my game. Moving on to the next mod I have in my game, and you probably already noticed, but it is a font override. As you can see here, Mimi Dreamer's name isn't in the typical Sims 4 font, but a custom font that I downloaded into my game. And this is the serif font replacement override made by Pixel, or also known as Pixel Playground on Tumblr. And I think that this has such a sophisticated, bougie look to it. You guys will see it a lot more often once we get into some gameplay, but as you can see here, all the font in the game has been replaced with this beautiful serif font. I feel like it might be a little bit difficult to read, but if you go into game options and then you go into accessibility, you can actually change the UI scale to be a little bit larger. So if you do find the font to be a bit difficult to read, I would definitely suggest adjusting your UI scale so that you're able to read the options a lot better. Here is a look at the notification wall. Not the basemental drugs popping up. Not the wicked wheels popping up. This is exposing me, y'all. This is exposing me. Alright, so those are all the overrides that I've recently added to my game. But I also have a Creative Sim video where I cover so many cast overrides that I have in my game, so definitely check that out. But we're gonna go into game mode now to cover the rest of the mods. And I did get a new loading screen and a plumb bob override. So here's what the loading screen and plumb bob override looks like. I love the look of this so much, especially with the serif font as well. If you want the loading screen for yourself, this is the Studio Ghibli loading screens made by Starry Simsy. And if you are a Ghibli fan like myself, I would highly suggest getting these loading screens. I get so many questions about the loading screen that I had before, and it's made by the same creator. It's this one right here. I've had it for the absolute longest. Now I currently have this one, and I'm pairing it with another override mod, and this is the plumb bob recolors made by Pinkish World. I currently have the blue plumb bob override, but there's so many colors you can choose from. You have beige, light blue, pink, sage green. She has even more options like black, hot pink, this really pretty peach color, purple. So definitely check out her Patreon and see what other plumb bob recolors you want in your game. But I think having this plumb bob recolor in your game is such a game changer because you can mix and match loading screens and have matching plumb bobs to go with it. It just makes those loading screens that we have to deal with in The Sims 4 a lot more manageable. Because I thoroughly do enjoy looking at my loading screen now. So we're currently at the Dreamer residence. This is where Mimi Dreamer lives with her family. As you can see, Mimi is currently doing her morning routine, and the first step is working out with the help of this override mod that I have in my game. And this is the Everyday Clutter Kits object becomes functional, made by Subsid. And based on the long ass title for this mod, it makes a few items from the Everyday Clutter Kit functional. I honestly don't see why EA wouldn't have been able to do this from the jump, but again, I'm just so thankful for modders because they're always always thinking about us Sims 4 players. The two items that come with this override mod is the Thirsty Thermos and then the active set. And so if you click on the active set, you're able to purchase two items. You can either purchase the Everyday Clutter Kit kettlebell or the exercise mattress. So we're going to purchase these two items and they'll automatically go into Mimi's inventory. I put the kettlebell and mat outside and they come in pretty good swatches. I currently have pink for Mimi because that's her favorite color, and then here are the swatches for the kettlebell, which are pretty similar colors to the mat. And I just picked like this simple cream color. But if we click on the kettlebell, you'll see a pop-up that says workout. Oh my god, y'all. This discovery quest is going to be the death of me. But here is me working out with the kettlebell. All right, let's have her put that down and then move on to the mattress. So we have a few different workouts we could do: a bicycle crunch workout, burpee, jumping jacks, and pistol squats. Let's do the bicycle crunches. I'm not gonna be able to show all of them just because I don't want this video to be too long. But I definitely like the animations for this. I think they're pretty seamless and they blend very well with the existing exercising animations we get, which unfortunately isn't that many in the game. Oh my gosh, y'all, Princess is out here. This is her pet cat. She on her deathbed, y'all. She ain't got that many sim days left. Like, honestly, she might pass in this mods review video. I'm really hoping she doesn't, but she might, y'all. She might. Alright, so now that we're done working out, we're gonna move on to the next override that I have in my game. And this is the same exact thing as the Everyday Clutter Kit, and this allows a few items from the bathroom clutter kit to become functional. Now that Mimi is done with her workouts, I'm gonna have her take a shower and then I'll have her showcase these two items for you guys. I miss playing with the Dreamers so much, y'all. Oh, I miss playing with them so much. Like, look at her son sleeping in here. Oh my gosh, y'all, hold on. I don't understand why we keep getting new features to the game when the existing ones are buggy. Tutorial tips. Okay, there we go. Anyways, moving on to the two override items from the bathroom clutter kits. We have the dryer and the moisturizer. So what you'll need to do is you'll have your sim go in front of a mirror. You'll click on the hair dryer or moisturizer and then you'll see a new interaction. You'll click on that. And as you can see here, Mimi is currently using the dryer. Once she gets done, she gets a confident buff, and the confident buff reads stylish new hair. There's nothing that a new hairstyle can't help. And then you can do the same thing with the moisturizer. So here's Mimi applying the moisturizer to her face. I love the animation, it's so cute. But I definitely think that this override is perfect for implementing into your Sims morning routine.
Oh, perfect.
And once she gets done with that, she gets an inspired buff from it. Fresh, clean scent. Lemony fresh lemon scent is in the air. It cleanses and it creates a sense of harmony and inner spiritualization. Dang, all that from a facial moisturizer. I know that's right. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next override that I have in my game, and this is the Quip oral care set made by Disco. This is a default replacement for the toothbrush, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't even remember what the original Sims 4 toothbrush looks like. All I know is it's ugly, good and ugly. Because I've had toothbrush overrides in my game for, it feels like years. Not only does the set come with an override for the toothbrush, but it does come with a decor set that you can decorate in your Sims home as well. So we have the pink swatch, and then we have the black swatch, and then we have the mouthwash, and then the standing toothbrush to match. So we're gonna have Mimi brush her teeth so that you guys can see the toothbrush. And there it is. It's black instead of the default toothbrush.
Ooh, been koya.
She said, my breath smelling fresh, minty fresh. So now that Mimi is done brushing her teeth and doing her skincare, we're gonna have her do her makeup for the day. So this is the Bombshell Vanity Shelf made by Shirley Sims. And not only does the set replaces the makeup that comes in the game, but it also replaces the perfume as well, y'all. Like, I am so excited about this override because I've been dying for something like this. Now, I do want to point out this isn't actually replacing makeup that comes in the game, but rather the props that your Sims use when they apply makeup. I'm still looking for some sort of overhaul mod where it replaces this ugly ass clown clown finger that comes with the vanity set. Like, I cannot stand it. But if you're familiar with my channel, you guys know that I mainly use this vanity for storytelling purposes. But here is what the props look like. Look how beautiful that eyeshadow palette is.
Ooh,
Girl, what do you keep
boy.
smelling? Like, look at that lipstick, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Girl, please take this clown makeup off. Please. Okay, back to normal. Not it being 4 o'clock, y'all. Like, this was supposed to be a morning routine, and the morning routine done took the whole damn day. But we're gonna go to Mimi's closet and then change into her outfit for the day. We've made it to the last step of Mimi's morning routine, and that is writing in her journal. And as you can see here, she's using a default pencil override. So this pencil override is made by Vixen Pixels, and as you can see here, it replaces the pencil that comes in the game with a more flattering color. So she has a few different colors to choose from. I'm currently using the white color, but she also has cream, pink, black, and yellow. And it's such a small override, but to me it's still a game changer. Like, I love this pencil so much more than the default pencil. While Mimi is downstairs prepping for a very late lunch, Dirk is going to wake up Miles so that I can show you guys the infant overrides. The first one I want to share is the default baby bottle replacement made by Sims Labs. And as you can see here, it replaces the baby bottle that comes in the game. There's 4 different variants you can choose from. You can choose from blue, green, neutral, and pink. I currently have the neutral one in my game, and here is a close-up look on it. Now that baby Miles is fed, it's time to give him a bubble bath, which leads me to the next 2 overrides that I have in my game. The first one is a baby seat override, and this comes in 12 different swatches. I currently have the light green swatch in my game, and if you couldn't tell already, I have a sponge override in my game as well. And this is made by Vixen's Pixels, which comes in 3 different swatches, and I have the baby blue swatch. The next infant override that I have in my game is the infant carrier recolor, and unlike the other override mods, you can have all 4 swatches of this mod in your game. So I currently have Dirk wearing the baby blue carrier, but if we take him out of it and then click on Miles, we can go to baby care, select preferred back carrier, and then we can choose from the 4 different swatches that this mod overrides. Here are the 4 original swatches and then the new swatches that the mod overrides. And I'm just now realizing that there's a sage green swatch, so we're gonna have Dirk switch into that swatch so we can see what that looks like in the game. We're gonna click on the black with yellow accents, and then click on Miles again, baby care, put him in a back carrier, and he should now turn into the... Oh my god! Oh! What in the hell? Okay. No way. You know what? If you know, you know. I'm not even gonna address this. We're just gonna leave that alone. Okay, that's tea for another day, but here is that beautiful... Oh my gosh, y'all! Miles, can you stop? Like, what? Anyways, here's that beautiful green swatch. I love the swatch so much, y'all. I'm gonna be using the hell out of this. I did not realize that this was a swatch in the game, and now I'm obsessed. But now I'm gonna showcase the final infant override that I have in my game, and this is the Bye Bye Baby Rug, which basically makes the default tummy time rug invisible in the game, which I appreciate because I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I think the tummy time rug is ugly. Ugly as hell. But we're gonna place Miles down here so you guys can see that when Dirk puts him down, the tummy time playmat will no longer be there.
Bro, hey, Gibbsby.
And as you can see here, baby Miles is laying on the carpet instead of the tummy time mat. We are moving on to part 3 of today's video, and that is all the food related overrides that I have in my game. Baby Miles is hungry and he needs to pee, but we're gonna treat those needs because today is not about him. So now we're gonna have Mimi cook basically dinner at this point. There are 3 different food retexture packs that I've added to my game, and when I tell y'all I was so excited to see this, that would be an understatement because we already know that EA food is ugly as hell. It's very ugly, low poly. I always make fun of it. So the creator known as Apricot Rush retextured so many of the base game foods. The first collection is the breakfast overhaul. The next retexture pack I have replaces various items such as pancakes, spaghetti, cookies, apple pie, and eggs and toast. And then the final retexture pack that I have covers quick meals. So the first one I'm going to show is the quick meal retexture because that's super easy and quick. I can just grab that out the fridge real quick. I think I'm going to show y'all the yogurt because the yogurt is my favorite. Oh, hello? Oh, I know why it's not showing up. It's because I have the, I forget what lot challenge it is. It's the Simple Living lot challenge. If you have this on your Sims household, they're not able to cook quick meals. So we're gonna take that off real quick so that interaction can pop up on the fridge. There we go. We're gonna select the yogurt. And I'm gonna show you guys the texture on this because, oh my gosh, it is so stunning. Dang, Mimi! I barely even had a chance to show y'all what it looks like. Homegirl done ate the damn... Yep, it's gone. Gone. Let me show you guys another quick meal. Let's do cereal.
Manji.
Oh my gosh, y'all. That looks so much better than the default cereal. Alright, now we're gonna cook an actual meal because it's going to lead me to the next override that I have in my game, and that is a replacement for the cutting board. And so we're gonna cook a meal that's been retextured by Apricot Rush that's gonna need the cutting board. I think spaghetti might need it. I wish there was a search bar, y'all. Like, we're actually getting to the point where there's so many recipes in the game that we're just gonna need a search bar at this point. Okay, there we go. Let's see if she's gonna need the cutting board for that. If not, we'll do a different recipe. So here's what the cutting board looks like now. I don't know why she's being extra as hell cooking this damn spaghetti, but I definitely think that that looks a lot better than the default. Hi. Hello?
Wano.
Why do we have pork noodles sitting in the cabinet?
Woohoo!
That's why. It's because she places the dish right here. Alright, well, here's what the spaghetti looks like, y'all. It's been retextured. It's missing the parsley on top, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. I don't know why it doesn't have the parsley. Maybe it's not excellent quality. It is. It is excellent quality. How come this batch doesn't have a parsley on top? It's okay. It's not that deep. I'm gonna have her grab a serving of this so that I can show you guys the next override that... Oh, there it is! Okay, it comes with a single serving. The next override I have in my game is the default cutlery replacement made by Dudley's trailer, and it seems like it's such a tiny detail that really doesn't need an override. I'm gonna show you guys the creator's post to show y'all the difference because I don't think you're gonna be able to notice it in game. But here's what the before looks like. It's very chunky and it replaces it with this more defined cutlery. Again, it's really not an override that you just so desperately need in your game, but I notice a difference, and that's all that matters. And then the final override I have in my game is made by Coco Games, and this is her modern glass replacement. And as you can see here, it gets replaced with this cute, trendy modern glass that you would see in like a typical influencer's home. This also works with not just water, but with orange juice. Basically anything that comes in that default glass cup will now come in this cup instead. All right, we're moving on to part 4, and this is all the cleaning related overrides that I have in my game. Starting off with a mop replacement made by Dudley's trailer, and in the words of the creator, it's literally just a brighter default replacement of the mop. And what I love about this mop is that you can pick and choose which color mop you want in your game, but again, because it's an override, you can only have one swatch. I currently have just a simple black swatch, but just depending on the sim I'm playing with, I can switch it up to like this really pretty lavender color or this really nice sage green color. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just replaces the mop that comes in the game. Mimi looking so good, y'all. She looking so good. She looking like a snack. Looking like a snack. All right, we're gonna move on to the next. Princess, please. All she want to do is mope around about not getting any attention. Like, do y'all see how low that drops? I swear, she is so needy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next override I have in my game, which I'm very excited about because I don't know about y'all, but if y'all are on Clean Talk, this is going to be the override that you'll need, and this is going to be a default sponge replacement. So this is also made by Apricot Rush, the same creator that... Oh wait, no, don't use the... Okay. Do I have any dishes in the fridge? I don't. Okay, let me have her pull out a quick meal real quickly. Okay, let's have her clean that up. But as you can see here, she's using a scrub. Well, let me not say scrub daddy, you know, copyright and whatever. The creator called it the Scrub Father Sponge Default Replacement. And y'all, I gagged when I saw this. I was so excited about seeing this. And it comes in 9 different swatches to choose from. I just have like the standard yellow one, and it's not only limited to just cleaning your dishes, you can also use it to clean around the house as well. We're gonna make this counter damn. We're gonna make this dirty so that Mimi can clean it. And I get so many questions on how I make counter spaces dirty for my Sims clean talks. All you need to do is just click a counter and then you can just click on it to make it dirty. I just didn't expect this counter here to get so grimy looking, but we'll have Mimi polish this to perfection so that you guys can see the sponge. Oh my gosh, y'all, not me giggling over a damn scrub daddy, but this is what it looks like. And I don't know, it just makes cleaning in The Sims so much more fun. Like, cleaning in The Sims is already therapeutic for me, but this just takes it to the next level. But there is another override that Apricot Rush created, and this is a spray override. So we're gonna make this KitchenAid here dirty so you guys can see Mimi clean it. And as you can see here, she's cleaning with a new cleaning spray. I love this mod so much because there's different quote-unquote scents to choose from. The current quote-unquote scent that I have is lemon, but there's 2 other scents that I can't wait to put in my game. The first one is electric, which is this really pretty purple swatch, and then the third one is the baby scent, and it's just like this really cute lavender-ish color, periwinkle if you may. But I cannot wait to make like cleaning videos and use these different swatches. I think this will be really fun to play with. And then the final cleaning related override mod that I have in my game is this robot vacuum override. So this vacuum comes with cats and dogs, so that pack will be required in order for this override to show up in your game. If you scroll down, you'll see that we have the robot vacuum override here. We have 2 types to choose from. Again, you can only have 1 type in your game. You can have the original or the high-end functional version, which is the one that I have in my game. And I believe the only difference between the 2 is that it makes the low-end robot vacuum function into the high-end model. So there's 2 different models that come with the cats and dogs. There's a low-end version, and then there is a more expensive high-end version. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all, I can barely tell the difference when these vacuum cleaners clean in my Sims home. I can honestly don't see a difference in the environment at all because they're not really that effective. Like, the only reason I'm even using this is for my cleaning videos with my Sims. It being midnight is killing me, y'all. It's truly killing me. Like, the time goes by so fast in this game. In order to find this, I'm gonna toggle on cats and dogs, go to all items. Pretty sure you can type in vacuum as well, but here's the robot vacuum. You'll click on it and then put it in the game. Here's what it looks like. I'll show you guys the swatches for the vacuum itself, and I believe there's only 2 swatches for the dog, so the white and then the black swatch. We'll place it on the black. Let's do this one. I like the look of this one. I'm gonna test it out. Like I said before, I find that this vacuum is pretty much useless. I'm sure that if your Sims have very hairy dogs, this might help with that. I usually never give my Sims pets the hairy trait, but we're gonna start the clean routine so you guys can see how the vacuum looks like. Look how cool that is. And it's off. It's going straight to the pantry. But yeah, just another cool override to have in your game. Y'all, I'm going to scream. Look at Princess sleeping next to Miles. She's always sleeping next to him. It is so adorable. We went back a little bit in time so that it can be daylight outside to show off the next 2 overrides that I have in my game. The first override is the paired selfie, and this replaces all the default selfie poses that you can take with another Sim. And as you can tell here, these pictures are so cute. They are so adorable, y'all. I love these so much better than the default poses. The same creator made an override for just a single selfie as well. And so I'm gonna have Mimi take a picture by herself to show off these poses. This pose right here eats, y'all. This pose eats so bad. I love these poses so much. Like, look at Mimi serving face, y'all. Look at her serving face. I know that's right. But speaking of poses, if you've noticed in the lower left-hand corner, Mimi's facial expressions whenever she shows different emotions is a lot more relaxed than usual, and that's because I have a default replacement for this. So as you can see here, it definitely tones down their emotions. Like originally the Sims would be very expressive, and I found that to be distracting. Like I hated it so much. But speaking of facial expressions, I have the facial overlay animation replacement in my game as well, and just like the UI mood, it tones down your Sims facial expressions. The 4 emotions that they've replaced are angry, bored, happy, and sad, and this applies to both children and adults. And I forgot to mention that the UI mood also affects children as well. So when you download these 2 mods, you'll get 2 separate folders for children and then adults. And I love that this mod is very customizable, so if there's certain emotions that you don't want to replace, you don't have to download them. If you don't want the emotions to change for the children, because children are a bit more animated, then you could just download the files for the adult Sims. Scrolling up, there's 2 more overrides that I have in my game. The first one is the motive fail energy animation replacement. It replaces the fainting animation, so your Sims will no longer have their booty tooted up in the air whenever they have an energy failure. The animation will be replaced with something a lot more realistic, and the same is applied for whenever your Sim meets a celebrity. So again, no longer is your Sim's booty up in the air. They'll actually pass out in a more realistic fashion. So I'm sorry, Mimi girl, I'm gonna have to make you pass out and have an energy failure. And instead of her booty being tooted up in the air, she's just laying on her side. And again, I just find that this is so much realistic. I'm not gonna lie though, I think that the original pass out animation is funny, but it's okay to have a little bit of realism in your game. Now Princess coming out here to check on her mama. She said, Mimi, are you good? Alright, have Mimi get up, and then we're gonna cheat her needs. The final override for today's video is the smaller sensors. So this is pretty self-explanatory. It just makes the mosaic that comes in the game a bit smaller so that it's not covering your entire Sim whenever they're doing certain interactions, such as using the restroom. And there's 4 different flavors to choose from. I currently have version A, and as you can see here, it just makes the mosaic for your adult Sim smaller, and then it leaves the toddler sensor as is. Version B is the same as version A, but it removes the sensor from the toddler. And then if you want a different version, we have the original mod, which comes with an even smaller mosaic, and it completely covers your toddler Sim. But I do want to put out a quick disclaimer that if you put this version in your mod, please be wary if you have wicked whims in your game, because certain stuff do be poking out, y'all. It'd be a whole jump scare. Like, just keep that in mind if you want to download this certain version. So I'm gonna have Mimi and Dirk teleport to the bathroom so that they can take showers and you guys can see what the mosaic looks like. We're gonna start off with Dirk first. Again, it's just smaller than the original. And then here's what Mimi's mosaic looks like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright you guys, so that is all the override mods that I want to show in today's video. I hope you guys found a few overrides that you can add to your game. I do want to throw out a reminder that if you download any of these overrides, that only download 1 version. So if you want to download a loading screen, download just 1 loading screen. Otherwise, it will not work. It won't show up in your game. So just keep that in mind. Always create an overrides folder where you can put all your overrides there and keep track of what you have in your game. But if you're looking for a gameplay series to watch, I would highly suggest my Mimi and Winterberg Let's Play series. Part 1 is out. It's 8 episodes, but I'm currently working on part 2, so stay tuned for that. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and comment. I would very much appreciate it. Please do not forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next mod showcase video that I do. I have a very exciting one coming up within the next week or so. Definitely stay tuned for that because I'm very excited about it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.